believe the types of food he was offered could exist. Most of the smells that he had experienced were pleasant ones, so it was possible that this was simply something normal that he'd not encountered yet. "It's just ahead. I think you need to look into this," the ice dragon said. "Why would I need to look into it? If it's a rotting carcass, as you said, I don't need to see it. It's not like I'm curious about what a rotting carcass might look like." "We should look," the ice dragon said again. There was something else in the way he said it, an urgency that Jason recognized. It was a troubled sound. Jason focused on the connection he shared with the ice dragon, and he felt a sense of concern there. That was unusual. Typically, when it came to the ice dragon, he wasn't concerned by anything. He was powerful, and he was growing increasingly so. It was almost as if his time in the northern reaches and high overhead continued to fuel him. Compared to the smaller, weaker dragon Jason had first discovered, the creature that he now saw was something completely different. "Where do you think I should look?" "It's not far from here," the dragon said. Jason wound through the jungle. The air was warm, and he glanced up at the ice dragon, looking to see whether or not he was suffering, and noted the sheen of ice glistening along his surface. He added a layer of water and solidified it, turning it into a barrier of sorts along his wings and scaled sides. "I can keep looking into this and let you know what I find." "I would like to see what this is." "Why?" "There is something amiss." He squeezed his iron dragon glove, pulling upon the energy within the iron dragon. The creature was still somewhere distant, far enough away that Jason wasn't able to see or detect where he was. Jason could feel him, though. When it came to the dragons, Jason was able to feel them all of the time. That connection was something he valued, a far cry from the way he had once felt about the dragons. Even the forest dragon remained connected to him. Jason could feel the sense of the forest dragon, aware of her, even though he had not spent as much time with her as he had with the other dragons. He recognized she was there, near enough to him, and connected well enough to him, that he could detect her presence within his mind. There was the faint fluttering of the wind, as he often felt from her. Her ability had been useful to keep him safe, to keep Dragonhaven safe. But outside of that, Jason didn't know what more he could do with her illusions. She was powerful, but he wondered at the extent of her power. Drawing upon the ice dragon and the iron dragon, Jason let that sense of power flow to him, and he borrowed it in order to help him move more rapidly through the forest. He strode forward, hurrying between trees and around shrubs, parting them off to the side in order to move through here as quickly as he could. The smell intensified. The farther he went, the more horrible it was. Jason glanced up at the ice dragon still flying overhead. He had gained a little more altitude, though he wasn't going to be completely comfortable until he was higher in the sky, away from the heat and humidity found here. It might be pleasant for the iron dragon, but Jason didn't need to reach through his bond to the ice dragon to know just how difficult it was for him. He could feel it, but he could also see it in the way the water glistened off his hide, the droplets raining down around him. "Go," Jason said. "I can summon you when I find something." The ice dragon sent a hint of irritation through him. Jason smiled to himself. The dragon didn't like to admit to any weakness, but when it came to heat, especially heat like this, there were limits to how much he was able to withstand. There was no point in trying to fight through it, no point in the ice dragon attempting to overpower the natural heat of a place. It was easier for the ice dragon to remain where he was comfortable. It might be a weakness, but from what Jason had seen, all of the dragons had weaknesses. Most couldn't endure the cold the ice dragon called home. The dragon suddenly launched himself upward. He streaked high into the sky, moving much faster than he once had been able to, making it a little difficult for Jason to follow him. After no more than a few heartbeats, he had disappeared, blasting into the clouds high overhead and fading from view. The link between them remained solid and strong.